On this quick video review from Big Rob's Van, I'm going to talk about this latest USB power bank that I recently purchased off of Amazon that also happens to be solar rechargeable. I'm going to talk about the features, the positives, and unfortunately some of the cons of this particular device. Now, as you can see, I own many USB rechargeable power banks. I have purchased all of these with my own money. They were not given to me by any company. This is a 10,000 milliamp rechargeable USB bank that sells right now on Amazon for about $24. This is a slightly larger one, which does 20,000 milliamps, and you can find these on Amazon right now for about $30. This is also a 20,000 milliamp battery, but as you can see, it's physically much larger. I don't know why it holds such a better charge than this one, but this does come with the adapters where you can jump start your car. So this is a great USB battery to keep in your vehicle. But I could not resist purchasing this latest one off of Amazon, which claims to have 36,800 milliamps, which would be almost as much as all three of these combined. All three of these combined, well, this would be 20,000, 20,000. So these two together would be 40,000, and this is almost 37,000. So it feels pretty light to have the same amount of charge as two of these combined, but we'll get into that. First, let's look at the features, and I think this is definitely marketed towards outdoor use. If you are van life, if you are a camper, if you're an RV person, you like to go hiking, whatever, then this definitely has some features that you might be interested in. Of course, it has the solar charging panel so that if you are outdoors, this thing will magically recharge itself from the sun. We'll talk about that in a minute. It's also very rugged. It has this plastic kind of rubbery grip on the outside, so it's supposed to be able to be like shock-proof, so you can drop it. It claims that it is waterproof, and as you can see, all of these units have exposed USB charging ports, but the charging ports on this one are hidden behind this little pop open case. So you have to pop this open to be able to access this. So it says that it is dust resistant and also waterproof. Also, for those of you that are camping enthusiasts, we've got the traditional flashlights built into the ends. So if you not only have charged things all day, but now you find yourself in the dark, you can use these flashlights. The unit claims that you can run these lights for up to 100 hours. And finally, something that none of my other USB battery chargers has, this has a built-in compass. So if you're out hiking, you're done charging, you've used your flashlight, it's in the middle of the night, now you've got to get out of the desert the next day. Boy, right here you've got your built-in compass. I read a lot of other people's reviews that said the compass was garbage and didn't work, but I can tell you that this direction of my workshop is north, and it is pointing exactly north no matter how I rotate it. So I would say I have not gone camping or hiking with it, but as far as a very cursory review of the compass while sitting here in this room, it does appear to point north. It also has this little carabiner attachment, so you can attach this maybe to your laptop bag or your backpack, something like that, and have it outdoors. Now let's talk about the charging ports on this. I'm going to open this up just so you can see that on all of these batteries, and these batteries are not necessarily brand new technology. These two in particular are definitely a couple of years old. But as you can see, they all have a combination of type A USB ports, which is the larger traditional USB in, and they also have the newer type C. Now, all three of these batteries charge with a type C USB connection, but if you look, all the ports are also labeled in/out, and what that means is it will take current coming in from a USB-C connection to charge them, but you can also plug a USB-C cable into these and charge a USB-C device like an iPad or even a laptop. On this one, the new one that I purchased, you can see that there are two USB-A fast charging ports. It says, it claims that they are 5 amp, 3 volt So they should be able to charge things like phones and tablets rather quickly. And you can see that there's a USB-C port in the middle, but it is not labeled in out. It is in only. So that port is only for charging the device itself, and it will not charge other devices. I've plugged in a iPhone charger into the USB-C port, plugged in my phone, and it didn't charge anything at all. So you only have the two USB-A type ports. Now you might be asking yourself, who cares about the USB-C charging port because this bad boy has solar? Well, I will tell you what my experience has been so far, and also from the research that I've done. The ad on Amazon says it will take days to charge this device while out in the sun. It will take 1 to 2 hours, it claims, by charging it into the wall. Now, I haven't run it all the way down yet. It did come with about a 90% charge. I plugged it into a USB port and it did charge up rather quickly that way. But it does say from all the way from 0 to 100 through a USB-C connection that it could take up to 10 hours to charge. I looked up this battery right here. Of course, this is a 10,000 watt, and it says that it would take 1 to 2 hours to charge up. So now this is supposedly a much bigger battery, so it makes sense that it would take longer, but a 10-hour charge time means you want to charge this the day before you go on your road trip. Also, if you are planning on going out off-grid and relying on the solar panel, I'm not sure that that's going to work for you. Again, it says it will take days, and that is their words, to fully charge this from the solar panel itself. Now, while I don't have any proof of this yet, I am questioning the fact of whether or not this battery, which is smaller and lighter than this battery, is actually twice as powerful. I don't really know. I've charged a few things. I've watched the lights go down, but of course, some of these batteries actually have LCD screens that will show you the percentage of remaining battery life. So as you charge a device, you can watch the numbers and see how long it's going to take to charge a device and how much electricity out of the power bank it is using. The other style that just have the light up lights on there, you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's really the only information you get. So it's only giving you visually update every 25%, so it's a little bit more difficult to tell if you're getting the same quality. But again, this is not scientific, but based on a hunch. For this to be 36,000 milliamps, and this one, which is heavier and slightly larger, to be 20,000, I'm kind of wondering a little bit if this actually has the battery capacity that it claims, which would not be the first time that I have ordered a Chinese USB charging power bank that didn't perform exactly as advertised. So if this device has so many little cons, you might be asking yourself, why did I purchase this? Well, I'll tell you very simply why. This 10,000 milliamp battery, again, $24, 20,000 milliamp battery was $30. This one is $52, the one that can also jump your car. This one, which is 36,800 milliamps, was originally priced for $58.99 on Amazon, but right now it has been marked down to $18. It is the cheapest battery of any of these batteries. So I thought I would take a chance with the solar recharging. I thought I would take a chance with I thought the carabiner was a nice addition. And you know, whether or not this is actually waterproof or dust proof, I don't know. It does seem to be a pretty tight seal. I don't know that I would go toss it, into the bathtub. But with this little clip-on thing, it would definitely be water and dirt resistant. So if you're using it in an outdoor type situation, then that would be a nice feature. The final thing I wanted to quickly mention is that the manual that comes with this has some really crazy suggestions. If you were to follow all those suggestions, this would be almost unusable. For example, it says be careful about placing this device in direct sunlight or areas where it could get hot. It's a solar charging USB thing. Where else would you put it? You gotta put it underneath the sun for it to charge up. It also says, be careful about using it in humid conditions. It's waterproof. So, maybe those are generic warnings that they put on USB power banks. I don't really know. My goal for this thing is to throw it on the dash of my car. Hopefully it stays charged over time, and if I need it in a pinch, I can pull it off the dash, charge up my phone, and head out my way. That's my goal for it. And being that it's the cheapest of all these, if it doesn't work out that way, I won't be too disappointed.